kung fu.
Show me.
That was a very funny meme, right? Sorry, Lady Ranni is a bit unavailable and asked me to take over for today. I'll do my best, I suppose. When the DLC gameplay trailer blessed us with its glittering presence, everyone immediately fell in love with the martial arts displayed on screen. They just looked so insanely cool and awesome that everyone was super eager to try them. The problem was that when the DLC finally arrived and we got a taste of them, they were, pretty poopy. Quite disappointing because everyone just wanted to kick bubblegum and chew ass with them. On release, the martial arts weapons had low damage, low poise damage, meaning that staggering people with them was difficult, a slow move set, and had no viable unique ashes of war aside from Palm Blast, and that's simply us being generous with it. Over the course of several patches though, they were slowly but surely being nicely buffed with little changes here and there. And after patch 1.14, we are proud to say that martial arts are not only insanely fun to play with, but also very viable in both duels and invasions. Let's start first with making the most important distinction. There are currently two different martial arts weapons. One of them is dry leaf arts, and the other one is Dane's footwork. In terms of functionality and damage, both weapons are essentially the same thing, as they boast identical stats. Their difference comes in the form of their moveset, whereas dry leaf arts uses a combination of palm strikes and kicks. Dane's footwork is more akin to foot-slapping people in the face. Difference in moveset aside, the first and most important change to martial arts came in patch 1.13, and it was the poise damage changes. On release, martial art weapons struggled to break poise of heavily armoured enemies even when using their heavy attacks. Since the weapon was also fairly slow and lacked any significant damage, there was literally no situation where the martial arts could ever compete with the better weapons in the game. After the poise damage fix, martial art weapons will always break poise on their two-handed heavy attacks if both hits land, regardless of enemy poise, and this is a huge improvement, as being able to keep priority in battle is the biggest key to victory. Still, regardless of this change, the weapon still felt pretty lacking due to low damage and speed, but that was about to drastically change. Both the damage and speed of martial arts was increased by a big amount, as well as their recovery between follow-ups. The damage can now easily compete with some of the most useful weapons in the game without any issues, being capable of dealing over 1,000 damage with one simple running attack. And the speed? Well, to put you into perspective, the heavy attack of both martial arts weapons is only 1 frame slower than the light attack of daggers. So an attack that can now deal up to 600 damage has the same speed as the fastest weapon class in the game, and that is pretty cool. It's amazing that they received the love they deserved. And now that this love has been explained in detail, how about we show you how to become the chosen one? After some extensive testing with both Dane's footwork and the dry leaf arts, we have concluded that dry leaf arts are slightly better than Dane's footwork. Sorry to those little microphones who love footsies, but that's just the way it is. The reason for this is one tiny little detail regarding the frame data of both weapons. The second part of the standard heavy attack for Dane's footwork comes out 1 frame slower than dry leaf arts' heavy attack. This may seem insignificant, but it is actually what enables dry leaf to perform a true combo after Storm Stomp on high poise enemies. Just look at the damage one tiny little frame can do. In terms of range, one would think that Dane's footwork would have more range because, well, feet. But upon analysing the hitboxes closely, dry leaf arts have a teeny tiny bit more range. We may be wrong, but worst case scenario, they're both the same. Dane's footwork does have a tiny little advantage though. When using kick-enhancing equipment such as the Shattered Stone Talisman or the Divine Bird Warrior Greaves, Dane's footwork will get a little extra damage for being exclusively kick-oriented. But sadly, this little damage buff to the neutral heavy attack is not enough to justify the use of Dane's footwork, as the rest of the moveset for both weapons is all kicks. But no matter how many kicks you get out of... I'm sorry, I can't do this thingy. Oh, Ranni, could you do it, please?
The idea of paying you is that you do what I say when I say it in case I'm unavailable, you know? But no matter how many kicks you get out of using Dane's foot job, it still won't help you pay the bills or buy your favourite sussy Steam games, right? Well, worry not, little Poggy, because Instant Gaming has got your back. As a website with over 10 million satisfied customers, Instant Gaming spits on the overinflated prices assigned by the man and offers great leniency to those economically challenged poggies who really want their fourth anime armpits video game. You can rest easy knowing that all of the amazing discounts in games, game cards and subscriptions you can shop for in Instant Gaming are safely backed up by great Trustpilot reviews alongside night and day customer support. And of course, it doesn't matter if you built an altar for Gabe Newell or Bill Gates, nor what console has replaced your dad's photo in the family picture book. Instant Gaming will always have you covered.
But wait! There's more!
By clicking my custom link in the description or pinned comment and creating an Instant Gaming account, you will participate in a free giveaway where you'll be able to purchase anything of your liking. No purchases necessary. Just creating an account is enough. So what are you waiting for? Those morally questionable games won't add themselves to your Steam library. Huge thanks to Instant Gaming for sponsoring this video.
Well, glad that's over. Now that we know which martial arts weapon is the best, let's take a look at its best tools. The running attack is great. It comes out relatively fast for a heavy running attack. It will always stun on the first hit, regardless of enemy poise, and it can deal a lot of damage. It is relatively simple to roll catch with it, but mind that its tracking is not really the best out there. The jump attack can surprise people quite oftenly, and it's a nice tool to safely close the gap with your enemy. In terms of Ashes of War, Storm Stomp, for example, can be used as a mix-up to catch people who panic roll out of hitstun, allowing you to combo with a free heavy attack afterwards. It can also tank quite a few things, and it's boosted by the same items that boost the damage of the dry leaf arts. Endure is pretty much dummy proof. You use it to trade in your favour with colossal swords and colossal weapons.
Whoa, what the fuck?
The last one that has a nice secret is Palm Blast, an Ash of War unique to martial arts. If you land an uncharged Palm Blast on someone, you can follow up with a neutral heavy attack for a 3-hit combo that can deal over 1,000 damage. Just mind that this won't work on enemies with over 89 poise, as they'll be able to poise through the first attack and dodge before the second one lands. You still get to keep priority though, so that's pretty neat. Finally, what's the best infusion for martial arts? Since they can't be buffed with greases for some reason, the best course is to go full dexterity and give the weapon the lightning affinity, as most armor items in the game don't have high lightning defense, and you'll be boosted by rain and bodies of water. Don't forget to equip the Shattered Stone Talisman for more damage on your kicks, the Rotten Winged Sword insignia to get a damage boost on successive attacks, the Lacerated Cross Tree for better running attacks, the Bull Goat Talisman for higher poise, and the Divine Bird Warrior Greaves for even more damage on your kicks. And with that, you can finally become the chosen one and kung all over the pow, little wooden sandal.